Okay, so we're here on the home page, and what I'd like you to do first and foremost is click on the course syllabus and print it. As you can see here, I've actually boldface, capitalized, yelled, print and save this. And then down here, at least I didn't boldface it, but I did yell, read it, know it, love it. Because everything you need to know about how this class is going to run, what my rules are, what the assignments are, and how to complete them, all of that is all contained in this 10-page document called your syllabus. So it's all in one place. Sometimes it's easier to, oh nice, Adobe Reader has stopped working. Well, let's wait on that. Sometimes it's easier to physically flip through a document than it is to, scroll down on a computer, as we're going to see as I try and scroll down, especially when the program closes in the middle. All right, so let's launch it one more time and see what happens. Now, while we're waiting for this, you'll notice I'm clicking on the words course syllabus and not on one of these icons. These icons will give you previews that you won't be able to print. So you want to click on the actual hyperlink. You'll also notice that I'm in Internet Explorer, and so I get these prompts that you typically won't get if you're using Chrome or Firefox. So some people will encourage you not to use Explorer in Canvas because of those kinds of, you'll have to click on extra stuff. I'm just such a habitual Internet Explorer user that, and my computer is set up to automatically launch it and stuff and whatever. So to each his own. All right, so just the general course information. My name is Jillian Grover Seaver, PhD. You can call me Jill, Dr. Seaver, whatever you want. The email system in Canvas, if you've never used Canvas before, is a little different than in other learning platforms. You'll notice that there's the word inbox up here. Even if you want to write, you have to do it out of the inbox, which is a little, confusing. So when you get into the inbox, you'll notice that on the left side, you'll have all the messages that you've received or participated in. And then in the right side, you will have the ability to create a new message. When you log in, if there's a number up here next to inbox, it means that you have a new message. If you click on inbox, even if you don't physically read all of the things that were new in there, the number will go away and not remind you that there might be something that you didn't scroll over, which is kind of a shortcoming because I sometimes will send out an email that says, I've released the quiz feedback. And then I'll send out another personal email that says, great job on project 2. And then I'll send out another mass email to everybody that says, okay, midterm 1 has been released and it's time to start studying the study guide or whatever. You might only see the one that's on the top of the list. So what I'd like you to do whenever you go into the inbox and you see a message from me, scroll down and make sure that you've seen all the messages that might be from me. I'm going to go in my inbox, and I apologize to any student who was in class before and whose name might be showing up right now. But let's see if I can find an old student. Yeah, Spring. And you'll notice that, see this? We've got Dr. Jill. Dr. Jill. I send out a lot of messages. See, Dr. Jill again, Dr. Jill again. He hasn't replied to me, and I'm sending out all these messages to people. Now, a lot of them are just mass ones. He's not ignoring me. But see that? I send a lot of messages. Now, if he didn't log in between, let's see, May 30th and May 31st, he might not have seen this first one where it says I've updated the grade book, right? So the point is, make sure that you, if you have one message from me, go ahead and scroll down and see if you haven't seen all the messages from me. Okay, so that's the idea with the inbox. Here's our text. This is what the cover looks like. Now, it's available in lots of different formats, and I've had a bookstore manager say to me, you ordered a particular text from our bookstore, and then on your syllabus, you're encouraging students to buy their book on the internet. I'm actually not encouraging you to buy the book on the internet. At the bottom of the syllabus, I have information about alternative formats, because when I order a book from the bookstore, there's really no option for me to say students can get this book or that book or order it as an ebook. There's no way for me to really give you alternatives there. So I put it here on the syllabus. So let me scroll down and show you what I mean. We're using Invitation to the Lifespan, 2nd edition by Kathleen Stassen Berger. the key thing about this textbook, and actually it might not be at the very bottom, I think it's before the reading. Here we go. All right. The key thing I'd like to mention is that it is available as an ebook, and it's, as far as I know, the ebook is only available through this link right here, which is the publisher's website. And you can click on this link, you pay with a credit card, it's like $42, and you get an ebook. But of course, it's an ebook, so you have to be willing to read it on your computer or your Kindle or something like that. I would never order just an ebook for everybody to have to do that, and so I can't order it through the bookstore. You know, I'm not trying to undermine the bookstore's profits. I'm not trying to inconvenience them. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys know it comes as an ebook. It comes as a loose leaf book. It comes as a paperback. It comes as a hardback. There are a lot of different formats available. I don't care which format you get. I trust that most of you will probably get it through the bookstore and get the format I ordered. But I really don't care which format you have. I care that you need to have the Invitation to the Lifespan, 2nd edition by Kathleen Stossenberger. I often get asked, do I really need the newest edition? And unfortunately you do. Between the 1st and the 2nd edition, they've changed a lot. Oh my gosh, I've been working for Worth Publishers on editing this book and editing the test banks and things like that. They have taken so much stuff out of the 1st edition and put entirely new stuff in for the 2nd edition. I've never seen such an overhaul of a textbook. This one, you need the 2nd edition, or you're not going to be able to do very well on the quizzes and the exams. So I'm sorry that at least it's been out for a quarter. I mean, they released this last spring, so at least there should be some used editions out there, and I did provide you with the less expensive options. So that's the biggest question I get is, do I need the 2nd edition? And you know, why am I giving you all this information at the bottom when I bothered to do it through the bookstore? I just want you to have all your options available, and yes, you do need 2nd edition, but there are less expensive options out there. So, all right, well, that's enough for this video. We'll come back in the next video and we'll talk about the course requirements.